Couture Week or Paris Fashion Week. Konade's SS26 hand-in-hand collection, which was showcased at Paris Fashion Week, was hinged on fluidity and forward-thinking aesthetics. Quiet luxury communicated through refined silhouettes and understated sophistication. Sheer-pleated dresses constructed and manipulated to mirror something sinister and mysterious, while still serving fashion with a nod to couture. Other African designers that showcased at Paris Fashion Week are Boyedo's Chapter 3 Paradise Regained collection, which drew inspiration from John Milton's epic poem called Paradise Lost, which retells the biblical story of the fall of man. But this collection rather tells this same story, but this time through the lens of restraint and self-control. So rather than Paradise Lost, we have Paradise Regained, as though some hero or a savior interceded on man's behalf. If I were to stretch this, I would say it probably drew reference from Jesus' temptation after his 40 days fast in the desert. Unlike Adam and Eve who fell, he showed self-restraint. Similar stories, different outcome. One lost while the other regained. The brand is also known for sustainability and upcycling, so the whole idea of lost and rejected fabric transformed into something beautiful also kind of plays into this same narrative. And by the way, this was definitely my favorite piece. Matching denim with colorful metallic kente fabric puts me in this every single day. Late for Work also showcased their SS26 I'm an Accountant collection, which reimagines workwear with a modern fashion forward width, featuring fluid and unconventional silhouettes, like this shirt draping into what feels unnatural and technical, or this draped stack-like layered technique going on here, to these extra paneled pants. Overall, I think it was a good collection with an amazing concept, but I do worry about how functional some of these looks are, especially for the working class, much of which are quite too comical. But at the other end, I think the fashion lovers would definitely eat these up. Faurecia also showcased their SS26 Durex collection, which explored the tension between chaos and control by deconstructing and reinterpreting familiar uniforms and clothing. And we see how throughout the collection, skirts layered over pants, shoulders become breast cups, necklines and openings becomes a skirt, and an integral part of the overall design. Quite a number of distortions, honestly, and I think it was beautifully executed. A bit risque, but then why shouldn't we? Casablanca also showcased their collection titled For the Love of Home, which was an homage to house music and club culture. Mossy also showcased their SS26 collection, which also featured these sculptural silhouettes with this grotesque dark fluid fashion synergy, which sort of makes sense because the collection was inspired by the La Pierre Lachaise cemetery in Paris. And finally, South African brand Magsosa also showcased their SS26 Izifo Zabadala collection, which translates into gifts from the ancestors. The collection was a celebration of the brand's 15-year history, unique and recognizable patterns inspired by the Xhosa heritage, while also honoring wisdom and creativity passed down by elders. Now, if you watched this video to this point and you've learned something new today, please drop a heart emoji in the comment section.